Guys, we finally got this breakout of Vechain. Finally, this thing has started moving. All right, ever since the breakout, this thing ran up, right to the top there, about 24.74%. Okay, having a little bit of a pullback here. We're going to get a price target for this thing for the pullback, but right now we're down about 9%. Okay, totally normal. All right, the rest of the market out there today. You can see everybody out there is having a pullback. The daily RSIs are getting to the top. So everything needs to cool off a little bit here, including Bitcoin, believe it or not. The crazy thing is Bitcoin dominance out there. We're going to get right back to this chart here, okay? I'm going to show you a couple things real quick. And if I could ask you to please hit the like and subscribe, guys, I would appreciate that so very, very much. You can see here Bitcoin dominance has just been skyrocketing, which normally the altcoins right now should be down double digits across the board. All right, if you see Bitcoin dominance up at 51.8%, you should see negative 20-30% on the altcoins. All right, if we go back in time here, you can see Bitcoin dominance hasn't been this high. Well, it was falling way back here in 21 when we had our bull run, but the last time it was this high on a run was in July of 2018 when Bitcoin was doing its retrace from the bull run of 2017. Okay, that's the last time it got this high before. That's where I believe we're at with Bitcoin itself. I believe it's coming into a retrace. I marked out some price targets on this thing that it ended up hitting and getting rejected from. A big one to keep an eye on for Bitcoin is at 31,500 bucks. All right, I got that marked out right here. It ended up coming up and getting rejected off there. You can see right, let me open this up a little bit and give this some room. There we go. You can see it came up, hit that right up there and got rejected so far off of it. Okay, the only thing Bitcoin is doing right now is this daily RSI. You can see it at the bottom here, right down there. It's up at 98.06 and 98.7, so it just flipped bearish. It's just having a pullback. And if we zoom in even a little bit closer on the 12-hour, you can clearly see a 5-wave structure working out here on this thing. All right, and I'll show you right here. You got a 1, 2, 3. This fourth wave, the 702 Fibonacci is down here, but the 618 lines up right here. So that 28,000 bucks is an area to watch, and that 702 is down here at 27.3. So keep an eye on them two areas. That's a very good place for Bitcoin to get a bounce from. Then I believe it's going to shoot up out of here. If we get a trend, if we put a trend-based Fibonacci on this move and get a target just out of this, you can see it gives a target of a breakthrough here. Okay, a target up at 34,000 bucks for this fifth wave blow off. So that would bust us through this resistance that has been holding us back. If we go back through here, the reason I say this is a pivotal area for Bitcoin. Let me get this up here real quick first. Let me clean this up a little bit. There we go. Way back here in 21, you can see right back here too, this massive support area, massive support through here. Okay, then when we ended up losing it, it ended up being resistance, and then we came here and tested it, resistance, and we just hit it one more time, resistance. We end up flipping that into support. Okay, busting up through here, bouncing off this as support. Then I believe we're going to come in for our 702 retracement here on Bitcoin. All right, what kind of price target would that be for Bitcoin on a retracement? We're looking at a right around, what is that, up at 48,000 bucks. So would expect that thing to come up here, all right, and then end up rolling down over and finishing out the ending parts of this bear market here before we have our bull run next year. We have our Bitcoin halving next April. All right, if you go back in time here, last time Bitcoin had a bull run back in 2017, had its retrace in June and July of 2019. It's kind of ironic. We are in June and July coming in for a Bitcoin retrace, okay? Then it had a 50% crash Then it finished out its bear market, and then we had our massive 2021 bull run. All right, we had our Bitcoin halving in it was March or April of that year. This year we have our Bitcoin halving in I believe they said April. So about 6 months after that, you know, right here, September, October, the bull run started. And so September of October of 2024, you know, right around that same time frame, this thing should start firing up for this next bull run next year. Okay, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, guys. Please look into and do your own research. I'm just going off past price action and facts that I see in the charts. That's it. Okay, so let's get back to Vechain. That's the exciting thing about this video. This thing is finally showing signs of life. All right, so let's go over this chart and zoom in here on this thing. Get on the daily. Been waiting for this thing to make a move. I made a video the other day. You know, this thing was very close to breaking out, and quite beautifully it has. All right, now you can see that pivotal area that we need to break. Looking back through this chart, I'm sure you guys see it just as I do. Okay, support, resistance, support. Okay, resistance. We just came back up and nailed it. That is the price level we need to break to really get this thing going. 0.0197. That's, I put that on there the last video I did. If you go back and watch it, that I said watch for that price area. That was this last support through here, resistance here, support back here, support here. So that's a very pivotal area. We get up through there and this thing could really start going. Now if we zoom in here and put a trend-based fib on this and look for a price target, is that going to give us the break of this area that we're looking for? Okay, hold on one second. Let me zoom in a little bit tighter so I can, actually that is not going to be a one wave. It might not have a 5 wave up here unless this ends up being our 1 wave here for the breakout. Okay, this back here was nothing but consolidation through here, sideways price movement. That's about it. There's no clear 1 wave in this thing. Okay, so this looks like this could end up being our 1 wave or pullback area for this thing. Let's put a Fibonacci on it and look for a 618 to 702. Okay, the 618 and the 702. Okay, could pull back to the 786. I mean, that's a definite possibility. All right, let's look at some support areas. Yeah, that 786 is a very, very good possibility we get to pull back to there. Okay, so this thing could end up coming back down either to here or here. All right, getting our bounce and then getting our bounce out of here. So if that ends up being a 1 wave on this thing, all right, the way we can do this now, we can actually measure that now that we have something. Okay, that's on the 8 hour. To the height, you know, and if it pulls back to the 786, all right, yeah, you'd be looking at a pretty massive move out of here up to 0.037 cents. Okay, this would be the way that would look. That'd be the 1 or 2 way pullback, or 3 up out of here, or 4 and a 5. All right, so we'll see what plays out here. We got to keep an eye on this and see if this ends up playing into a wave 1. If we go out to the 4 hour, well, yeah, you can see it could actually be the beginning of it right up there too. So we'll see how it plays out, guys. We'll have to wait for some more candles to print on this chart, but watch for that pullback around that 618 to 702 Fibonacci area, and I expect a bounce to come from there. The 4 hour RSI is about reset. The 8 hour is coming down. The 12 hour is coming down. And the daily is coming down, but that weekly, look at this one. That is the one that gets exciting. It's at a 14 and an 11. We have tons of room to go up on the weekly. The weekly hasn't been reset since last December, 7 months ago. So It's about time to get excited about this coin again. All right, we finally got our first higher high out of this thing, and Vechain is finally looking strong. All right, we got our higher high. I'm sure we'll have a higher low come in here. That's what we want to start: higher highs and higher lows, and start marching up out of here. I believe if you didn't get Vechain down here at 0.013, you're not going to see them prices again for a while. Okay, I don't think any of the coins are going to draw back down that low again. So have a great weekend, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.